Hello everybody, my name is Byrnage and this is my review for Kung Fu Kid on the Sega Master System. Kung Fu Kid is a side-scrolling action game similar to Black Belt or Kung Fu. You play as Wang, the Kung Fu Kid. Use the D-pad to guide your Wang through 7 treacherous stages. Use the attack button to hit bad guys with your Wang. Use the jump button to send your Wang flying through the air. You can use the attack button on your way down to slam your Wang down upon your enemies. If you hold up and press the attack button, your Wang will launch a playing card into your enemy, littering them with deep paper cuts. Your goal is to make it through each level, beating up everyone in your path, or just jumping over them, I guess. At the end of each level is a unique boss, and once beaten you advance to the next level. Get to level 6 and you face a boss rush. You have to take down 5 bosses in a row while only gaining a little bit of health after each one. If your Wang collapses at any point, you have to start back at the beginning of the level. Even on the boss rush, you have to start all the way back at the first boss. Thankfully, during the boss rush, bosses are worth a good amount of points, so you'll probably get some extra lives to throw at the swordsman before you get game over. That dude took me a while to figure out. Finish the boss rush and you make it to the final level where you'll face Madanda, the unnatural evil one who killed your master. He's a pushover though. Maybe I got lucky, but I beat him first try and he didn't even hit me. And that's the game. One thing I like to do before I play every game is read the manual, but I don't really recommend you read this one. It has so much completely wrong information, which I assume is to bad translating. So the playing cards I talked about earlier, I guess they're called talismans, whatever, I never really used them. And that's because the manual tells you to save your talismans for the most dangerous battles. But I use them on almost every boss, and they're all immune to them. I was sure I was gonna run into a boss that you needed to use them on, so I hoarded them like a dragon on my mound of talismans. But the opportunity just never came. So really you want to use them on everything but the toughest battles. In level 2, you can get an upgrade for your talisman. I'm not telling you where, it's a secret. But the manual tells you can upgrade it again in level 4. This is also false. Unless there is seemingly no change to your talisman when you upgrade it, you can only upgrade it the once. There is an upgrade in level 4, but it's only there in case you missed the first one. Another falsehood is that in level 5 you need to kick around the walls to look for a hidden jar. The manual tells you that kicking the walls will summon fireballs, and that's just not true. I kicked every part of every wall in level 5, and I never saw a single fireball. It also says that there are 3 of those hidden jars, but that's also false. There's just the one. The boss of level 5 is the Zombie King, and the manual tells you can kill him faster if you attack his upper body first. Pretty sure that's wrong, you have to attack his lower body first to kill him. Bad manual translation aside, I liked a lot about this game. You can also wall jump, which is nice. You need it in some of the non-linear levels, and you can even do some fancy section skips, although they're kind of tough to pull off. Overall, the levels are kind of mediocre, but that's easily forgivable because the bosses are all so unique and fantastic. Except the last 2. They seem kind of similar, and I beat them both first try by just hitting them over and over and they wouldn't fight back. So maybe I didn't get to see too much of what they did. But the rest of the bosses were really fun to try to figure out how to fight because they all have to be approached in very specific ways or you just get annihilated. I ended up really liking this game a lot, and I recommend it to anyone who hasn't played it. Like and subscribe to appease your Wang. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.